أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I welcome you all creative to this training session. I'm Ridwan Akin Komorudin. Akin's concept, that is my creative, let me say my creative studio. Akin's concept. I'm here to show you how this particular design was made. The design you are seeing on the screen. How I made this design, and I want to show you how you can also do it if you are a beginner, because this is just for the beginner, not for my bosses in the industry, but this is for the beginner. That means if you are a beginner, you can easily do something like this, and with this, an inspiration to do something more better can come from there as well. This design, there's one image that is missing here. Sorry, let me quickly get it from here. Sorry. This is the image. The image supposed to be here as part of my references. Okay, now I want to show you how this design was made. Like I said earlier, everything you are seeing here is on the page, is on one page here, and then I have my references. That means all these I have my resources, rather all these resources was used to achieve this particular design that you are seeing here, and this design will be our reference to replicate the same thing we have here. I have to take this out of the box so that I'll be looking at it as a reference to achieve another thing, something similar or same thing here again. Now what I'm going to do here is that while making this design, I use Coreldraw. You can use any application to achieve this. I have a lot of people that use mobile-based application like Pixel Lab, Canva, and all that to achieve something like this, or something more, even more better than this. Quote me. And then you can equally do same thing if you are familiar with using mobile application. But myself, I don't like using it. I have all those mobile applications on my phone, but I only use them if I want to do something very fast and to just edit a little thing and all that, because I don't have that opportunity to navigate the way I navigate on my system while using my mouse and all that to move easily. That's why I always got bored while using it. That is why I don't like using it. But a lot of people have them. A lot of people, even I've taught people how to use them back in the days to when we just got what's it called, when it was introduced to many of us that okay, we have all these applications that can do this, that can do this. I learned it then, and I taught people then also. But I prefer using my own Coreldraw. I prefer using my Coreldraw, using my Photoshop, Illustrator, and all other applications that I joined together while making my design. But this particular one is made with Coreldraw. Coreldraw is very easy to do. It's very flexible. Very flexible. You can easily get a lot of things directly, easily, and you enjoy it. If you're a beginner, you will definitely enjoy it. Like I said, you can also achieve this with Photoshop, Illustrator, even in design. You can achieve this particular design that you are seeing on my screen. You can achieve it with those applications too. But I want to teach you how you can achieve this with Coreldraw. Just Coreldraw. Okay. What we're going to do now is that the first thing we're going to do after you have gotten your Coreldraw, I'm using Corel 2021 here for my own. You can also use any version of Coreldraw to achieve this. Back in the days when we learned Coreldraw, I learned Coreldraw with Corel 11. Corel 11. Then later we saw Corel 12. Corel X3 came up. That is 13, but the name is X3, X4, X5, Corel X7, and all that. Before we are now seeing Corel 2019, 2018, 2019. Now we are having, I think by now we should be having 2024. But the one I'm using currently is 2021. You can download it from getintopc.com. You can download Coreldraw from there. Just go to that website, www.getintopc.com. You can download Coreldraw there. But if you can't get it downloaded, just move close to anybody that you know as a creative designer within your vicinity. You can easily move to them and let them copy it. Let them copy the setup for you, so that you can learn as well. That is, if you have passion for creative. That means if you want to be in this industry of ours, everybody cannot be in this industry. Quote me. We have people learning coding and all that, because this is our own industry and this is what we do. If you want to be part of us, that means you can get this. But if you want coding, you don't have any reason to stay here long. You get. That is my advice for you. That's my candid advice, actually. Now, I select this. This is my reference. These are my resources. Okay, I want to achieve this. That means when you first open Coreldraw, you are going to see a dialog box asking you if you want to, so that you can set up your size. Okay, are you using A4 size? Are you using A5? Do you want to put it in the unit of your size? Do you want it to be in inches, pixel, feet, and all that, or millimeter, centimeter? But while using it, I select the inches. The unit is inches. Then I pick 4x4. 4x4. That is the size that I use here, so that it's going to give me a square shape that has equal sizes. That is what I did here. And this is the page. This is the page for the 4x4, and that is where I put my design. But because I want to use it as a reference, I want to get another design, I have to shift it to the left side. Now I select my rectangle tool. That's F6 from the keyboard. That is from the function key, from F1 to F12. Those are the function key. But if you press F6, you are going to see the rectangle tool selected like this. I have it here, but I want it to fit the whole page. What am I going to do? I have to come down to the object size. I set the width as 4. I set the height as 4, and I hit my enter key from the keyboard. I go back to my pick tool. Immediately after you are done with any of the shape tool here, you go back to your pick tool. I select my pick tool, but this thing is not yet fit. I have the same size, but I want it to fit the whole screen. What am I going to do? I press P, letter P from the keyboard. Pump. You can see that means it has fit the whole size of the page. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to select my color. I have my color here. I haven't selected my color. I have an outline color here, which is black. I don't want that outline color. I have to click on it. Then I come down here and I click on none. If I zoom it, you can see the outline color is no longer there. I zoom out again. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to get something. I want to get a background here. There's a background here. That is the school building. The school building, and we can get it from the resources. This is the school building that we use. I come down here, then I bring it. But before bringing it, okay, let me bring it first. I bring it. You can see the image is no longer showing. That means it is behind the background color. That means I have to bring it up, or I send the background color to the back, so that every other image that I'm bringing will not be behind it. They will be at the top of it. That's what I want to achieve. Shift page down, we take it to the back. That is, if you want to bring the one at the back to the top, you press shift page up. Let me practicalize it here. If you look at this, is at the top. If I want to take it back, shift page down. I want to bring it up again. You can see it's the one selected. I have to select it like this from the back, shift page up to bring it out, but I don't need it. I just use that to explain something. Okay, I want to adjust the size of the background image. Let me adjust it. Then I take it up a little bit. I think it's okay like this. Let me adjust it here so that it will be outside like this. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to blend this image together with the background color so that the down part of the image will not be showing. It will be blended together. This is what I'm going to do. I have to select the image. Then I select from the toolbox, I select my transparency tool. And after that, I click on the picture and I drag down. While dragging down, I will be having the white square shape and I will be having the black. That means the black is the one that's going to blend. You can see. Okay, I've done that part. Okay, I think it's perfect like this. The next thing I'm going to do before going back to my pick tool from the toolbox, under the property bar where we are seeing normal, I don't want normal here. I change it to overlay. You can see overlay has given me something perfect. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, if you can see, these are the nodes for the image. These are the nodes for the image. You can see as I'm moving, these are the nodes. All these things you are seeing here, all this black box, they call them nodes. If the singular is node, N-O-D-E, but plural nodes, you add your S to it, as we all know. Okay, I want to power clip the image inside the background so that while exporting, I will not be having issues while exporting. Okay, I right click on it, on the image, power clip, and I click on the background that I want to power clip it inside of. Check it. Okay, I've achieved that part. The next thing I'm going to do now is I want to get my back to school. Okay, I select my text tool, I click and I press down my caps lock. I press my caps lock, not that you press it down, just it's on the caps lock and back. Okay, the size of this back is if you click on this one that I'm having here, but you will not be having a reference. You understand? I just click on it and the size here is 48.927. I can copy it. Tell me why doing your own, you don't need to copy. Just click on your text, write your back and give it this size that I want to use now. I paste this one here and I have it here. Now the next thing I'm going to do now, I want to change the font. The font face is not Arial or Area, whatever you call it, but I want to use Montserrat Extra Bold. I click on this. Then I want to make it closer a little bit, something like this, so that the letter will be very close to each other. I click on shape 2, then I come down here to adjust like this. I don't want it like this, but a little bit closer. You can see. That was what I did. Then I come back here. Let me give it a white color first. Then I will change it later. I have this. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is that I want to give it the color that I use here. I used 3 different colors here: the black, the wine, and the orange or the yellow, whatever, or the champagne gold, or what do you call it? What I'm going to do here is that I have to select my interactive tool to achieve that. After selecting the interactive tool, then I click like this from the back. I give it the black color. I want to have another one here. I double click on this line, on the line, not on the text. I double click so that I will have this wine color as well. I click on this to add my color here too. I think this is what I did. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is that I want to give it a contour tool. If you look at this, I have a contour to this. Contour make us to have this. You can see this is like this, but contour made us to have the let's say the background at the back that's giving the shape of that back. That was what I did. Okay, I select this, then I press this down with my left click and I select contour tool. I haven't selected the contour tool. I come down here. I don't need this one to center to inside, but I need to outside. I click on it. You can see I have this perfect shape here. I think I don't need to adjust anything here. It should be like this. Just set this value when you are doing your own. Then I want to give an outline color to the letter or to the word back. I right click on the white color and I click on this. I have to adjust it here. That means I want to increase the width of the outline. I double click on this white here. Then I check this scale with object behind fill. I come down to the width and I select 3. You can see we are moving there gradually. I click back to this. I go down here. You can see I've adjusted this. I think it's okay like this. 0.116. Leave it like that. I think that's better. What else are we waiting for? Let me adjust this interactive feed to a little bit. A little adjustment. I think it's okay like this as well. I think it's okay. Let's move on. This size is no longer the same. I have to copy this size. Paste, enter. That means this has to be reduced to. Good job. I think it's okay like this. It's okay like this. 86, 0.086. That's 48.927. The next thing I'm going to do now is that I want to get a 2. Then number 2, I change the font size, the font face. The font face here is Bauhaus. That's the font 93. You can get it. You can download it if you don't have it. You can download it. I resize it. Then I click on it again to rotate it. Then I bring it down here. I have to reduce the size a little bit. Take it up a little bit. Good job. I think it's okay like this. Let me reduce the size a little bit again. Okay. I want to have the same color that I have for this, for the 2. Now I select back my interactive fill tool, that is with letter G. That's a shortcut. Instead of me getting the same color, mixed color that I mixed to achieve this back, I can equally come down here. I click on copy fill. I click on the copy fill, and after that I click on the first maybe it letter, be it word that I've applied the color to. I click on it. You can see I have this. Then let me add an outline color to it. I come down here, double click. I click on scale with object behind fill, and I select, let me use 4. I think 4 is okay, and I click on OK. Can you see? We've achieved that. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to achieve something again. I want to add something like this to it, but in this point I didn't use contour. I use block shadow. You can equally use contour. It's going to give you the same thing. Or instead of contour, I use block shadow. And I drag it like this. Drag it like this. Okay, let me drag it a little bit. You can see, but it is white, not black. I have to change it to white. Sorry, my bad. I want to change it to white. I can change it to white from here. Click here and I click on white. You can see that is how I achieve that part. Then after achieving that part, I want to break them apart so that I'll be able to give a shadow to this letter, not to the block shadow. Now what I'm going to do here is I have to select the two together. Then I press Ctrl K to break apart. After that, I can click on this only. Then I come down to this. I select my shadow. and then I drag so that I'll be having a shadow now. Be having a shadow, I can adjust the shadow. I think it's okay like this. Good job. I want to apply shadow to this one too, but not to the back itself, to the contour that I have, but I've not separated them like I separated this other one. You can see if I move this now, they are moving together. I want to separate. That means I have to click on this, then I press Ctrl K. If I move now, I'll be moving them. Oh, sorry. If I move now, I'll be moving them individually, not together anymore. Okay. I click on this, then I select my shadow tool. Click down here. I have the back tool. It now remains cool, isn't it? Bring this to the top and take it down like this. Let me just make little adjustments. I can reduce the size a little bit, or I rotate it a little bit rotation. Okay, back to now. I want to write school. Then school, the font that I use for school is here. I click on this same font that I use for 2. I use the same thing for school. I give it a white color, white field. Then the next thing I'm going to do is that I want to have the shape like this, something that looks like, you understand? I click down here, then I select my envelope tool. Envelope tool will allow me to achieve something like that. I drag down from here, something like this. Then I bring this, sorry, you have to click it back, bring this down. This should come down, this will go up. This will come down. I think we are achieving it gradually. I think it's okay like this. It's not necessary we get the same thing that I use, because as a creative designer you can copy, but you don't copy word for word. Because if I say I want to get the same thing that I did in the first place, believe you me, we may not get it. Then let me bring this at the top, shift page up. Think it okay like this. Let me just take it to the top. Perfect. Now I want to add a shadow to this one too. It has its own shadow. Good job. Click on this. Pink. We have achieved something. Let me take it inside. Let me reduce it a little bit. Back to school. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to bring this young girl here. This is a picture. You can see this is a picture, but if you look at this picture, it's not as sharp as the other one I have here. It's not as sharp as this. What I'm going to do now is that I want to color grade it. Let me use that word. I want to color grade it so that to be giving me something like this. Then you are learning color grading in Coreldraw like that, just like that. That's good. Okay, I click on this. Then I go to effects, adjust. I want to take it to the lab, that is image adjustment lab rather. Come down here. You have to set it. Your contrast should be 29, while your highlight should be 9. Every other should be 0, and your temperature should be 5000. I click on OK. That means I'm having the same color like this. I've color graded the image so that it's sharper more than how it was earlier. Okay, come down here, I bring it down here, I adjust it. I think it's okay. There's need for adjustment. Let me just take it like this. Okay, adjust it a little bit. That means this has to come here, or this image here. Then I want to power clip this image inside the page. I right click on it, power clip, then I paste it inside. Good job. We have achieved that part. The next thing we are going to do now is that we want to bring our school bus. I have the school bus, then I adjust it. These nodes, I want it to be very close to the image. Then I highlight like this. After selecting the image, I select my shape tool and I highlight from outside. Then I use my navigation key, that is the arrow key. My arrow key. Okay, so that it will be very close. Same thing here. I hope you get what I'm doing here. Okay. Having done this, the next thing I'm going to do now is that if you look at these school bus, it's not supposed to be facing the left. It's supposed to be facing the right side, like we have it in our reference design. I click on it, then I come down here to mirror horizontally. You can see I've achieved that. I can reduce. Okay, let me take it inside here. I take it to the top. By taking it to the top, I can reduce it a little bit. Good job. Think this is how it was. Take it up a little bit. Okay. Good job. Now I want to color grade this school bus a little bit also. Come down to effects, adjust, image large, adjustments. I'm having the same thing. I click on OK. Okay. Good job. The next thing I'm going to do now is I want to bring in this. I have it here already. Okay, adjust it a little bit, adjustment. Good job. Thing is okay like this. I have to color grade it also. I go to effect, adjust, image lab, adjustment lab, whatever. Click on OK. Okay, now there's a shadow here. I want to get that shadow. I press this down, that is rectangle, to select my ellipse tool, or you press F7 from the keyboard. Then I draw it like this. I give it black color. I click on my pick tool. I remove the outline. I don't want outline. I go to effects, blur, then Gaussian blur. Think it's okay like this. I click on OK. Then I take it up. I bring the image on top of it. Shift page up. Perfect job. It's okay like that. Always make sure you hit your save icon while doing anything on any creative design application, because it can fuck up at any time, it can close at any time, anything can happen at any time. Please always make sure you do that. I click on save. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is that I still have some background here. This is the background and this is the background from the reference. I bring it down here, then I adjust it. After adjusting it, the next thing I'm going to do now is that I go to my transparency tool because I want to transparent it. Then I select overlay. You can see I've selected overlay. I have to, before selecting overlay, let me adjust, let me blend as well. Okay, then after that I select my overlay. Good job. I have it here, but now what I'm going to do now is I have to take it inside. That is, I have to power clip it inside the background. I've power clip it inside the background. Let me try to duplicate it to have a copy of it, but I don't want it to be at the top of this image. Let me see how it looks. It's even better if it's at the top of the image. It's better. I mean, it's make that part to be deep. not as lighter as the other part. I think it's okay. You can leave it like that, or you take it up. Shift, great job for the young lady. Then I have duplicate of this. Okay, good job. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is that I want to, okay, what's the next thing? Instead of, okay, we have a lighting effect here, like a sunshine. Here is it. I take it down here. Let me take it up. Take it down here so that it's going to reflect on this young girl picture. It's going to reflect here. Then I select my transparency tool. I hit on the screen now. Then let me adjust it. I increase the size. Take it here. This is what I want. This is what I want. I right click on it, power clip, and I put it inside the shape. Good job. I've achieved that part. Then I have to duplicate it because I use it 2 times. I click on it, then I click again to rotate so that it gives me a rotation. That's 90 degree. 90 degree rotation. Then I bring it to this point. Click. I don't want it to be too loud like that. Let me bring it here. I think it'll be like this. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is that every other thing is very simple. That is for the resumption. Although I don't know the resumption date, like I said, if I've said it before, I just put a random, and everything here I can just copy and paste. And if you don't know how to write that resumption the way I wrote it, let me just write resumption. I give it the color. Let's say this is the color, but I want to rotate it. Just click on it the same way I rotated that. Can come down here. Let's put it in 90 degree. Enter. You can see it's now in 90 degree. That was what I did. But instead of me rewriting it, let me just copy what I have here and I bring it here. I bring it here. Let me do the same thing to this. Instead of copy that is against concept with my phone number there, just copy it as well and I bring it here also. And I bring it here. The next thing I'm going to do, instead of rewriting this also, I can equally copy, but there's something I did here. That means instead of using this color directly like I first used, I will just try to use interactive tool to join 2 colors together. I join this and this together. You can see that is how I achieve that part. Let me take it to the middle so that I'll be able to adjust it properly. I take this to the top again. Oh, sorry. That is how we achieve it. Can you say this? Then instead of rewriting these, I'll just copy. I have the YouTube, but I don't need it. Let me just copy and paste. But I'll have everything in the what's it called, in your resources to download so that you can practice along with me. I copied this, then let me take it down here. Good job. I think we are done. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking your time to learn Coreldraw from me. Kindly hit the like button, share it for people, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can learn more. And turn on your notification button so that whenever I drop any other video concerning whatever you want to learn in Coreldraw and every other application that I'll be touching in the future, make sure you turn down your notification button. Thank you very much for coming. God bless you all.